back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, broadcasting from a remote studio. We're not at the airport today in Lansing, but we're going to go all the way to the UP. By golly, you think you see snow in your backyard? Forget it. I'll tell you about snow, and so will these guys. We've got Bob Jacquart, a good friend, chairman of Stormy Kromer in Ironwood, Michigan, and Jonah Lottig, who is the operations manager for Snowtrekker in Holmen, MEN, Wisconsin. And gentlemen, thanks for jumping on the show. We appreciate it. Of course, having somebody from those northern climes in this time of year is extremely appropriate. Now, we know a lot about Stormy Kromer and Bob. So let's go to you, Jonah, and tell me a little bit about Stormtrekker or Snowtrekker and what you guys do.
Snowtrekker is a canvas hot tent company started almost 28 years ago that manufactures lightweight canvas hot tents. So it's a tent with a stove in it. The beauty of a canvas tent is it breathes, allows moisture to pass through. And we manufacture a lightweight canvas tent that's used in winter camping and Western hunting. And we've reached all across the globe with our product.
Now, 28 years ago, was it started de novo or right from scratch, or was it somebody buying something?
It was started from scratch by my dad, who started the company and wanted something to meet a need that he had. And I can remember as a little boy walking through our kitchen with the commercial sewing machine sitting there and him sewing prototypes. So it was started right in our house.
Unbelievable. And I know that Bob has a very similar story. Bob, how are you doing?
I'm doing just great, Chris. Nice to see you, my friend.
I'll tell you what, partner, that's one of the most stylish Stormy Kromers I've ever seen. Bend down a little bit. That's a leather brim there. That is one gorgeous hat. It is.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about you guys because you formed this partnership. Bob, let's start with you. What brought you to this, and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, first of all, there's an amazing 20-minute story to be told about Jonah's pop. He's really an incredible guy, but it's his creativity and his design that has been tweaking and making this tent as efficient as possible. But he actually came in the side door of this factory, I don't know, 20 years ago plus, actually through the upholstery department here, and asked for some small things to get made, and it evolved and turned into us making, being the only manufacturer really he's ever had for the tents. One of the interesting characteristics of it, he studied this market so deeply that the canvas he's getting made is made just for this tent company. And to the best of his knowledge, this is what Lewis and Clark used when they came over. That's what he was studying and understanding, and he wanted to go way back. So it's got so much character, and Dwayne has got a ton of character. We're just a couple of ordinary guys, Jonah and I, but Dwayne is the cool schmooze guy. He's a really awesome person.
Well, isn't it funny how things that go around come around? And here we are back, at Lewis and Clark with an innovative tent. So Jonah, tell me, take it from the commercial sewing machine on your counter to today.
The company just evolved and grew as our tents became more popular, and the modular system that our tents are, they're easily portable and movable. Lightweight, and provided that environment for people to get out and have a dry, safe place to enjoy, frankly, paradise below zero or just above freezing in the winter, and explore a whole new season. And as the company grew and evolved, it led into Western hunting as well, due to the lightweight nature and then the breathability of our manufacturers on the market.
So the impetus of this is you make it light, but you also keep the elements out.
Correct. And breathability, so that you have that moisture transfer out, so your gear dries, you stay dry, compared to that moisture staying in with synthetic fabrics. So then your gear doesn't dry out as well and you don't stay as dry.
All right, so now we took a use for this. Now let's talk about saunas, because there's nothing more pertinent in the UP than saunas.
Right.
Bob, tell me about that.
Well, Dwayne came to us, and of course, I've got a lot of fabric knowledge and things like that. We first started trying to find insulation to work. Thinsulate makes a fire retardant insulation. And it's kind of a odd topic, but we had to work on a bunch of prototypes. The first ones were insulated, the first ones were quilted. And then we realized that 2 layers of canvas instead of 1, like the traditional tent has, had a significant insulating factor. So basically it's a double walled tent, 1 size only, and a stove that's getting custom made for this as well. And there's a bunch of sauna freaks, podcaster sauna freaks in the country that are pretty excited about talking about it and everything like that. So that's kind of the buzz that's going. But Dwayne, Jonah's father, just kind of created this over a couple of years.
Well, it's unbelievable stuff. So you have this portable sauna, and is it in the marketplace now, Jonah?
It is. It is in the marketplace. It's live on our website at snowtrekkertents.com. And we're just launching the end of last year, and it's just starting to really take some traction and get some hold and get some press out there on this sauna tent. So it's pretty exciting.
Unbelievable. And so next step is the world. I mean, is that where we're going with this? You're probably looking at big commercial outlets, the Myers, the Walmarts, those types of things.
I don't know if we would go to say we're looking at the Walmart. It's a unique product, made in the USA with people sewing that are making a living wage. And a lot of those commercial box outlets aren't going to look at something made in that fashion just because the margins aren't there for them on that. So we're really proud of the quality of this product and how it's being manufactured here in the US, by an outstanding company that we're honored to be partnered with.
I have to tell you, Jonah, I've learned this from Bob, that you guys are advocates and committed to people first and taking care of your people. And I always find that so incredibly admirable. And I think we all appreciate that. And I know your employees appreciate that as well. Bob, we got, I don't know how much time left, kind of out of the loop. Oh, half minute. I was going to ask you how it's going with the ski jump, but we're going to have to come back to that.
Save that for another day because there's lots of fun there.
There you go. Okay, Bob Jacquart, of course, chairman of Stormy Kromer in Ironwood, Michigan, and Jonah Lottig, who is the operations manager at Stormtrekker in Holmen, Wisconsin. Thanks for being with us, you guys, and keep us healthy with those new portable saunas.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you for having us.
See you, buddy.
Thanks a lot, guys. We're going to be right back. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.